Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Tanatastic Talks. Today I thought that we would talk about closure and what that actually means for us with people who have chronic illness, or for those of you that don't have a chronic illness and you're just wondering, how do I receive that closure? What do I do with it? How do I process it? All those fun things. So it's a bit of a story time, and then how to process all this fun stuff that we get to experience and emotions in life. Okay, so before we start though, I apologize if you hear lawnmowers going off, if you hear music and a bunch of cars. I have the windows open right now, so if I don't, then I'd have to put the air conditioning on, and it's over there. Hopefully this microphone is not picking up everything outside. If it is, I apologize. Okay. So, closure. So, this week I had a meeting that I wasn't expecting to have. It went really well, and it was something that I've been waiting to receive closure on for the last 2 years, since before I got sick and a little bit after. So, the fact that 2 years pretty much later, I was able to receive that closure and feel validated and feel heard. And I felt like it was very genuine and that I could be myself. I was just very moved by it, in that it feels good, finally. You know what I mean? And I came home from that meeting and I was kind of riding high because I was able to find closure in that space as well as move on, basically. And it was just really nice to feel that, to experience that. I didn't ever really know if I'd even get closure like I did this past week. And it got me thinking about like receiving closure in like whatever area of your life. I'm not just talking about like relationship stuff, and this wasn't what that was, but it's also about like work life, family life, friendships, significant others, within yourself, stuff within yourself that you need closure from, mistakes you've made, regrets you have, things you wish went that have gone differently. I mean, all of those types of things. I know that that's like a full-on spectrum, but that's really what it is. I just wanted to bring it forward to all of you because I've felt better physically, in a sense, because I know that that part of my life, like, it's been dealt with. And I can move on and I can move forward, right? I don't have to stay in my head, keep replaying events that happened, from 2 years ago, or for some of you, maybe it's 5 years ago, or 10 years ago, or a year ago, or 2 weeks ago, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to stay stuck in an area of our lives where it doesn't serve us to stay stuck in. Like, if you're always trapped in your own head with this situation, whatever that situation is for you, and you keep making scenarios about it and playing stuff out in your mind that is not real, which is normal, okay? Like, we all do it. I don't know, I do it. So, I mean, like, if you don't, like, please share how you don't do that. I think if you are able to face it, and if it's safe for you to face it, also key, you are able to face something and find some type of closure. Yes, I know life does not always work that way. Again, I was not expecting to even receive closure from this. I've had other experiences in my life where I still to this day have not received closure from, and it's okay. So it really depends on the situation. If you feel it's really plaguing you and you feel you have a way to reach out, and maybe it'll reach out to you, because that's what happened to me. Like, I didn't go searching for it. It came to me. I think if you're able to find that space, voicing your whatever's in here in a way to have the person understand, that's not attacking necessarily, but just voicing how it affected you, I think it will free you. I think it has the ability to free you from a lot of stuff that you're carrying right now. And so I just encourage you that if you can, then please just try. And I think you might be surprised with how it might change things for you. I'm not saying that it'll relieve all your symptoms that you might be experiencing, but I think in our minds, we won't have to feel trapped or uneasy anymore about a particular situation that has affected us, because we've been able to voice what's been in here and what's been in here. Does that make sense? So let's talk about the situations where you are not able to find closure from. In those situations where A, it's not safe for you, B, the person is passed away. Let's say you've totally changed jobs, you're not in the same city, whatever has happened. Or if you just don't talk to a person anymore that used to be in your life. I think if you're able to find a way within yourself, then really dealing with your own emotions, whether that means going to therapy to help deal with this, or coming to a place within yourself where you're able to say, okay, this happened, but I don't have to stay there because it's not wise for me to stay in that place. And ultimately, by staying stuck in that place, there is a part of you that is letting that other person hold power over you. And that's not what you want. Now, this opens up a whole other different things about like PTSD and trauma. That is some stuff that like I would encourage you, if you're not already, to see a qualified therapist to help deal with those things, because those are much more complex and there's other things involved in that. So I'm talking about situations where just like life happens and okay, well, there's the lawnmower now. So I'm not talking about trauma. What I'm talking about is just like things that happen in life. It's just important you support yourself with people that know what's happening, obviously. Okay, grieve if you're able to grieve. Journal. Do whatever self-care you can to get it out. And it will take time, because there are situations where I haven't found closure from necessarily like in real life, but I've found closure within myself about the situation. It's a little different. It will take more time, in my opinion. It did for me, but it's possible and there's a way. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you're struggling, my heart goes out to you. I hope that you're able to find the closure that you need. And if you're not, then I hope that you're able to find the closure within yourself that you can have and acquire, and be able to move on with your life and be free from whatever is holding you back, whatever event, whatever person, the list goes on, right? If you liked what I had to say, then give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.